Hi to all. In this video, we are going to see about split phase induction motor. Before that, single phase motors, we know it's not a self-starting motors because of it's having double revolving field theory type magnetic field. Okay, in that we know both try to rotate in clockwise as well as anti-clockwise direction by the motor, but it having magnitude of same magnitude. So in the case it will not rotate, it will vibrate both sides, clockwise and as well as anti-clockwise directions. Okay, to overcome that we are going for some of the techniques, or one is split phase. Okay, another is capacitor start, capacitor run, another is shader pole. Okay, in this video we are going to see about split phase, how it works for the single phase motors. Okay. Hmm. Basic principle of split phase induction motor. The basic principle of split phase induction motor is similar to that polyphase induction motor. Polyphase, we know, no, three phase induction motors. The magnetic field will be splitted with 120-degree phase shifted. Okay, so the rotating magnetic field will be generated. Okay, here to rotate rotor, we are doing something like that. Okay, the basic principle of operation of split phase induction motor is similar to that polyphase induction motor. The main difference is the single phase motor does not produce a rotating magnetic field. I told no, it's here. Which type of magnetic field will be generated? Yeah, double revolving field theory is the type of magnetic field which will be generated in single phase motors, whereas in three phase motors rotating magnetic field. Okay, so hence to produce the rotating magnetic field for self starting, phase splitting is to be done to make the motor to work as a two phase motor for starting. Okay, to run the motor we have to overcome the double revolving field theory. Okay, so working of split phase motor. In split phase motor, two windings, one is main winding, another is auxiliary winding or starting winding. Okay, in split phase, two winding named as main winding and starting winding. The another name of starting winding is auxiliary winding or provided. At the time of starting, both the main and starting windings should be connected across the supply to produce the rotating magnetic field. If you are not kept the starting winding, what will happen is just like a double revolving field theory only present in that motor. Because of that, motor will not run. To overcome that, we are adding one more winding, that is called or starting winding or auxiliary winding. Okay, the rotor is a squirrel cage type and revolving magnetic field sweeps part the stationary part, inducing EMF in the rotor. As the rotor bars are short circuited, a current flow through the producing magnetic field. Okay, this magnetic field opposes the revolving magnetic field and will combine with the main field to produce a revolving field. By this action, the rotor starts revolving in the same direction of the rotating magnetic as in the case of squirrel cage induction motors. Hence, once the rotor starts rotating, the the starting winding. I told no, starting winding. It is for temporary purpose to increase the torque. Okay, in rotor. Okay. Hence, one of the rotor, the starting winding can be disconnected from the supply by some mechanical means as the rotor and stator fields from a revolving magnetic field. There are several types of split phase motors. I already told no resistance start induction run motor, capacitor start induction run motor, capacitor start capacitor and motor. Okay, these are the types of motors are there. Resistance start induction run motor. Okay, split phase motor, this one. Okay, normally we call split phase motor resistance start induction run motor. Why it is called like that? The resistance will be added as well as the coil, starting coil will be added to this type of motor. Okay, as a starting torque of this type of motor is relatively small and its starting current is high. Okay, these motors are most commonly used as for a rating of 0.5 hp. Okay, up to 0.5 hp we are using this type of motors where the load could be started easily. If the load will be more, there we can't go for this type of motors. If light loads, okay, there we are using this type of motors, split phase motors. Okay, the essential parts are shown. Main winding, see the diagram. Okay, main winding is one side, starting winding is another side with the resistance, and centrifugal switch will be present. Okay, the purpose of centrifugal switch is here is once the motor starts to rotate particular speed, then the starting coil has to be removed from the motor. For the purpose, we are using centrifugal switch here. Okay, now come for okay construction and winding. The starting winding is designed to have higher resistance and lower reactance than the main winding. Okay, starting winding should have high resistance and low reactance when compared with main winding. Okay, this is achieved by using a small conductors in the auxiliary winding. The another name of starting winding is nothing but auxiliary winding. Okay, using small conductors in the auxiliary winding that than in the main winding. The main winding will have higher inductance when surrounded by iron. Okay, which could be made possible by placing it deeper into the stator slots. It is obvious that the current would split as shown in figure. Okay, the entering current will be divided into two. Okay, because the coils, main coil and the auxiliary coil are connected in parallel, so current I is entering to the machine, then it will be divided into Im and Is. Is for starting coil, Im for main coil. So I is equal to Im plus Is. Okay, the starting current high start will lag the main supply voltage. From the vector diagram you came to know. Okay, the starting current high start will lag the main supply voltage V and line by 15 degree, and the main winding current, okay, I main lag the main voltage by 80 degree. Okay, from this diagram, in the vector diagram we have one is voltage, one is stator current, another is rotor current. Okay, so and total current. Okay, Is, Im and I. Im is main winding current. Is is nothing but auxiliary current or starting coil current. I is the total current. So from the vector diagram we came to know the resultant of Im and Is is nothing but I. Okay, when the motor has come to about 75 to 80% of synchronous speed, the starting winding is opened by a centrifugal switch and the motor will continue to operate as a single phase motor. Okay, single phase motors are not self starting motors. To overcome that, we are adding the external one more coil called starting coil or auxiliary coil. The starting coil and or auxiliary coil will be connected to the motor up to particular speed of the motor. Once the motor takes or reaches the speed of 80%, that time the centrifugal switch will eliminate the starting coil or auxiliary coil from the motor. In this way, we will run the motor using split phase method. Okay, Cat 6. At the point where starting winding is disconnected, the motor develops nearly as much torque with the main winding along as with both winding connected. This can be observed from the typical torque speed characteristics of the motor shown in the figure. See, in this figure, there are torque due to combined winding, torque due to starting winding. There are two torques will be generated. These things after we connected the starting coil. Okay, the direction of rotating of a split phase motor is determined by the way the main and auxiliary windings are connected. Okay, hence either by changing the main winding terminal or by changing the starting winding or auxiliary winding terminal, the reversal of the direction of the rotating could be obtained. The same motor can run in both the direction if you change the direction of main winding or auxiliary winding connection. And application of this split phase motor is motors are used for driving fans, grinders and washing machines. Thank you.